Hi everyone, hope you all are good. We are here for grade 6 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 6 math and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter 2 variable equations. The lessons we're going to cover today are complete a table for two variable relationship, write a two variable equation, identify the graph of an equation, graph a two variable equation. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. Here I am on grade 6 math. The chapter we're on right now is two variable equations. Let's just start with the lesson, that is complete a table for a two variable relationship. Complete the table using the equation y equals x plus 9. So you are given the table, some of the values are missing, you need to find the missing values, right? You are given the equation, that is y equals x plus 9. You are given x equals 2, you need to find the value of y. So replace the equation, replace the variable with the value x is 2. So 9 plus 2 is 11. So that means when x equals 2, y equals 11. Okay, when x equals 3, replace the equation x with 3. 9 plus 3 is 12. So that means when x is 3, y is 12. Got it? Okay, you can complete the. Okay, let's just start with the test questions. Complete the table using the equation p equals s plus 6. So replace the variable, you need to find the missing value of p when s equals 3. So replace the value in the equation, right? S equals 3, just replace the value. That is 3 plus 6. So when S equals 3, P equals 9. The correct option is option number 1. That is when P equals 3, S equals 9. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, complete the table using the equation C equals A plus 3. So with the missing value of A is You need to calculate the value of a when c equal when you need to calculate the value of c when a equals 1, right? So just replace the value in the equation. C equals a plus 3, so replace the a with the value, so 1 plus 3 is 4. That means when a equals 1, c equals 4. Got it? The correct option is option number 1. Complete the table using the equation w equals m plus 2. So which is the correct option? So the equation is w equals m plus 2. So m is 1. So 1 plus 2 equals 3. That means when m equals 1, oh, you have another missing value. When m equals 1, w equals 3. And when m equals 4, w equals 6. So the missing option is option number, yes, 1 is the correct option. That is 3, and option number 1 is the correct option. Complete the table using the equation f equals s plus 5. So which is the correct option? That is option number 1 is the correct option. 6 and 7, option number 1 is the correct option. Complete the table using the equation b equals a plus 10. So which is the correct option? The correct option is 11 and 13. Option number 1 is the correct option. Yes, that is option number 1. Complete the table using the equation f equals s plus 7. So which is the correct option? The correct option is option number 1 is the correct option. 11 it is. Complete the table using the equation b equals a plus 4. So which is the correct option? The correct option is yes, 6. It is option number 1, the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is write a two variable equation. Complete the equation that represents the relationship between C and P. Now you have to find the relationship between two variables. So you need to complete the equation. So the equation is P equals the missing number times C. You need to find that missing number, right? So the relationship you need to find here 321, 428, 535, and 642, right? That is 3 times 7 is 21, 4 times 7 is 28. So that means if you multiply each C value by 7, you will get 7 times 4 is 28. You will get your value, values of the P variable, right? So that is P equals 7 times C. Got it? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just start with the test questions. Complete the equation that represents the relationship between P and R. R equals P times the missing number, right? P minus. So 7 and 6, what number is subtracting from P? 7 minus 1 equals 6, 8 minus 1 equals 7, 9 minus 1 equals 8. So that is R equals P minus 1. The correct option is the correct option is R equals P minus 1. So option number 1 is the correct option. Complete the equation that represents the relationship between B and C. C equals B plus the missing number. So which missing number it is? The correct option is C equals B plus 10. Option number 1 is the correct option. Complete the equation that represents the relationship between C and G. So, which is the correct option? G equals the missing number times C. So, what number is missing? That is G equals 9 times C, because 4 times 9 is 36, 5 times 9 is 45, 6 times 9 is 54. So, that is G equals 9 times C. Option number 1 is the correct option. Complete the equation that represents the relationship between S and T. T equals the missing number times S. So, which is the correct option? That is T equals 3 times S. Option number 1 is the correct option, because 6 times 3 is 18, 7 times 3 is 21. So, that is 3. Complete the equation that represents the relationship between H and C. C equals H plus the missing number. So, which number is missing? The correct option is yes, that is C equals H plus 7. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is identify the graph of an equation. The equation describes a relationship between x and y equals 4x. Complete the table and select the graph that shows the relationship. So the equation is y equals 4x. So here you have x equals 2. You need to find the missing value. That is 4 times 2. So the missing value is 8. So here you have 8. 4 times 4, that is 16. Here you have 16. Now you have to see which graph is for the table. So x equals 1, y equals 4. The graph is too small, but here is the value. X equals 1, y equals 4. When x equals 2, y equals 8. When x equals 3, y equals 12. And when x equals 4, y equals 16. You need to match this table with the graph. So all the values in the table match with this graph. So that is the correct option, right? Okay, let's just start with the test questions. This equation describes the relationship between x and y. Complete the table and select the graph that shows the relationship. Okay, so let's first the table equation is y equals x plus 7. So x is 2, y equals 2 plus 7, that is 9. Then you have x equals 3, so 3 plus 7, that equals 10. So here you have 10. Now match this table of values with the graph. X equals 1, y equals 8. X equals 2, y equals 9. X equals 3, y equals 10. Option number this graph is the correct option and the values are 9 and 10. Option number 1 is the correct option. This is equation describes the relationship between x and y. Y equals 4x, which is the correct option. The correct option is very good, that is 8 and 20. Option number 1 is the correct option. This equation describes the relationship between x and y equals x minus 1. So which is the correct option? The correct option is, okay, sorry, x minus 1, that is 1 and 2. Option number 1 is the correct option, right? Because the equation is y equals x minus 1, right? So that is 1 and 2. Option number 1 is the correct option. This equations describe the relationship between x and y equals x plus 9. So which is the correct option? The correct option is, very good. Option number 1 is the correct option, that is 12 and 14. Option number for 1 is the correct option. Okay, the next one is, this equation describes the relationship between x and y. The equation is y equals 2x. So which is the correct option? The correct option is option number 1, that is 4 and 6. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is, interpret a graph. Graph a two variable equation. Okay, graph this function. You are given the function that is y equals 4x, right? Now we're going to learn how do we graph a function. You need, right? So then you need to put the table of values on the graph. So start with different values of x and make a table. The first one, x equals 0. So when x equals 0, 4 times 0 is 0. When x equals 1, 4 times 1 is 4. When x equals 2, 4 times 2 is 8. You need to put these values in the equation. 4 times 0, 0. 4 times 1, 4. 4 times 2, 8, right? 4 times 3, 12. Now plot these values on the graph. 0, 0. Here you have the origin. When x is 1, y is 4. When x is 1, y is 4. When x is 2, y is 8. So you need to join these points and make a graph. Let me explain once again, just listen to me carefully. You are given the equation that is y equals 4x, right? So how do we graph the equation? We have to make a table of values first, right? You can use different values of x, put them in the equation, calculate the values of y and make a table of values like I did. X is 0, 4 times 0 is 4, right? When x is 1, 4 times 1 is 4. So you have a table of values 0, 0, 1, 4, 2, 8, 3, 12. So just plot x and y values on the graph, join the points and make a line. Got it? Any questions you can ask if you have any? Okay, let's just start with the test questions. Okay, graph the function. You are given the table of values. You just have to plot the graph, right? 0, 4, 1, 5, 4, 8, 6, 10. X is 0, y is 4. But here you have 3, I think. This isn't the correct option. I think this one. Yes, x is 0, y is 4. X is 1, y is 5. X is 2, y is 6. Option number 2 is the correct option. You just have to match the table. You just have to match the table of values with the graph, right? So option number 2 is the correct option. Option number 2 is the correct option. Graph the function y equals 2x, 3x. Now you have to make a table of values and then match it with the graph, right? That is y equals 3x. Use different values of x and make a table, right? When x equals 0, y equals 3 times 0, that is 0. So when x is 0, y is 0. When x is 1, y equals 3 times 1, that is 1. So x is 1, sorry, 3. X is 1, y is 3. X is 2, y is 6. Y equals 3 times 3. When x is 3, y is 9, right? How can I help you? Now just match these values with the graph. So here is the graph, right? 0, 0, 1, 3, 2, 6, 3, 9. So here is the graph that is starting from the origin 0, 0. X is 1, Y is 3, X is 2, Y is 6, X is 3, Y is the correct option. Got it? This is the correct option. Graph this function y equals 5x. So let's just make a table first, right? X is 0, y is 0. X is 1, y is 5. X is 2, y is 10. X is 3, y is 15. Now you have a table of values. Just match it with the graph one, right? X is 0, 0. X is 1, y is 5. X is 2, y is 10. That is the correct option, right? Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, graph the function 1728. Option number 1 is the correct option. Graph this function. So which is the correct option? X is 0, y is 2. 6, y is 8. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 6 math. Chapter we are working on is two variable equations. The lessons we have covered today are complete a table for a two variable relationship, write a two variable equation, identify the graph of an equation, and graph a two variable equation. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you, or either you can Write down the question in the chat box. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. Okay, and then that's all for